Hi, my name is Rickey Scarbrough. I'm a member here at Dogwood Church, and this is my story. I was born and raised in the church at Buffington Road Christian Church. I attended Woodland Christian Camp every summer and was baptized in 1979. During that time we attended church Sunday mornings, Sunday nights, Monday night calling, and Wednesday night supper choir practice. I was fully immersed in the church. Everybody thought we were doing the right things and going the right way. Transferred here to Peachtree City. At this time, I began to see what I consider kinks in the armor. For one, I discovered race cars, and that kept me out till late on Saturday night. Making church on Sunday became less of a priority. I also witnessed some exclusion and some inclusive tactics by some of the church members that were by no means church sanctioned or related, but it did start to plant the seeds of doubt. Fast forward to the 1990s, I get married to my beautiful wife, Lisa, who as a Cuban Italian was raised Catholic. We needed to find some compromise, and we did. We were married in a local church with a long-term pastor, joined as members, and thought we had found a home. During this time, we ran into some difficulty. I was laid off from my job and started working two jobs, one of which was on weekends trying to make the bills. The only time the church contacted us after that was because we had yet to pick up our offering envelopes. My grandmother, in fact, had been taking from every cent that she had by Jim Baker, Jerry Falwell, or Oral Roberts. And a lot of times she couldn't afford food, but always had the newest, latest prayer trinket that arrived in the mail for several $100s that was purchased. I began to question not only that, but Jesus' role in that. The rift began to grow and grow until I found myself far from God and far from the church. And during this time of exploratory, self-directed phase, I discovered that pagan does not mean devil worship. Loosely translated, it is of the earth or country dweller. After realizing that, I began to read about the Druids and the Celts and the pagans and Wiccans, and although their religions fascinated me as ancient religions, my family was descendants from Western Europe and most likely practiced these religions. I never really bought into it 100%. However, you have to remember I was very lost at the time. Getting married and having children, we started coming to Dogwood as an invitation for some friends, of which I read that Kenny Luck from Everyman Ministries that operates out of Saddleback was coming to Dogwood with one of his Everyman conferences. I found this as another opportunity to give God another shot and see what he had to say, although I felt confident that I could debunk whatever myth he was propagating. During that conference, my head and eyes and heart, most importantly, were open wide. Something told me to go, and something told me to keep an open mind and not be so cynical. My brothers at the table and I all experienced the same type of movement. Kenny's a very dynamic speaker, and if you've not witnessed him, I encourage you to do so. From that time, I did a lot of soul searching, and I no longer held Jesus accountable for what misguided people did in his actions, and began to open my heart more and more. Where I'm at today is my family and I are still members of Dogwood. I start my day with a daily devotional. I get an email from Ransom Heart Ministries. We attend church. I try to serve wherever possible. My wife serves in the child care. We have found a home here and are very happy. I'm by no means a perfect Christian. Even though I've been in the church for 41 years, it was always for reasons other than the true reason, which is a personal relationship between you and Jesus. Don't do it for other people. Don't do it because it looks good. Do it because you want to. That's the only way you'll get it. Life is a struggle, and we're meant to struggle because it sharpens us. I'm thankful for Pastor Keith and Dogwood, and I'm excited to be here. Thank you.